Hey everyone, I'm Ultimate456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 72 of Let's Platinum Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Alright, that's it. It's finally time to move on to the second playthrough, and just before we do that, we'll do one last thing, which is we're going to enhance our attack power with Saint Ishin's memory. Remnant Saint Ishin. One who returns from the great beyond does so at the peak of their prosperity. Ishin coveted strength and all manner of techniques throughout his mortal struggle. He wished for war until his final hour, and that is precisely what he got. Awesome. Really, really cool. Alright, yeah, literally that's it. I mean, our skill points are quite high in terms of the amount of skill, like the experience that we have. But we're going to be gaining experience as we go along on this next playthrough. So it doesn't really matter. Let's just go for it. Start playthrough 2. You'll be unable to return to the current playthrough number 1 after starting the next playthrough 2. Are you sure you want to start the next playthrough number 2? Yes, we do. Don't worry about saving anything on another hard drive, on another USB. We're good to go. I will just quickly check just to make 100% sure that the only thing I have remaining here is the final 2. Yep, and I need Lapis Lazuli for that. And I need Lapis Lazuli for that. Okay, cool. So I know exactly what we're going to do. Now, in terms of the way we're going to do our second playthrough, it's effectively going to be a speed run. I guess I could dub it sort of like a really safe speed run and without glitches as well. So start playthrough 2. Here we go. I'm just going to skip and just go for it, and I'll explain as I'm playing. Yeah, it's going to be sort of like a safe speed run without glitches. I'm going to be doing all the main things. You'll see very quickly like how fast this game can go. Like I think the world record right now with glitches is like 21 minutes or something like that, 21:40 something. Yeah, look, you might be able to hear the planes. There's just tons going by right now. Before I started recording, 2 went by, so it just happens, I guess. I live in that area. Yeah, so we're gonna go by very quickly. As far as I know, there are no I guess you don't need to pick that up, but yeah, whatever. There are no... Oh, I'll look at Kuro's charm in a moment. Let's see if I can try that technique. Ah! No, the guy in the speedrun managed to do it. Yeah, we'll do a safe speedrun. Can I do it this? Yay! Okay. So you can actually run just like straight through there, but I'm just gonna play it safe here and take this path. So effectively what we're going to do is we're going to skip pretty much everything that the game is going to throw at us because we only have a few trophies left to do, and in order to do them, like, it's not that bad. How can I put it? Like, the experience that we'll gain as we play through the game is going to be effectively meaningless, except for obviously major bosses and all that kind of stuff. That's obviously going to give us a good amount of experience, but everything else will be largely negligible. Nice, I managed to get there without having to grapple or to grab on. Okay, so I'm going to skip the cutscene here and I'm going to explain Kuro's charm. So at the start of your second playthrough, you'll notice that I got Kuro's charm. You also get our weapon, and it says, where is it? I think it's here. Kuro's charm. Charm received from Kuro, placed on the wolf's person in secret after he lost his life in Harada Estate and gained the power of resurrection. The charms protected the wolf well, tempering his ordeals. To part with it would mean facing a path of hardship beyond that endured thus far. So the way it works is basically, if you give this charm to Kuro, the game becomes harder, but in return you get more experience. I'm going to do it just to make things interesting. In my practice, I've actually tried to play without the Kuro's charm, and it's pretty tough. It's not like impossibly difficult. It's just that if you don't do perfect blocks and deflects, you will take, well, actually more so perfect deflects, but if you don't do those, you will take damage, and that's going to make things harder, but it'll also make things more interesting. So I'll play it risky. I believe the extra percentage that you get is 17% more, which isn't that much, but remember that's on everything. So that's like boss kills, enemy kills, anything that gives you experience, you get 17% more, and that's going to save like a considerable amount of time when we do our grinding for experience. So I'm going to do it. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. It just means that your grinding will be a little bit longer. All right, let's quickly talk to Kuro. So he says the same thing he said the first time. He tells us to find the secret passage, and then he says this. So I'm going to give him Kuro's charm, and quick thing as well. If you want to try like playing with the 17% extra experience and making the game harder, you can give him Kuro's charm as well. If you find that it becomes too hard, you can still reverse this by talking to the sculptor. So I'm just going to give him Kuro's charm. Here we go. Insist he take it. You have chosen the path of further hardships. Alright, that's it. Let's go. So yeah, like I said, we're going to be pretty much skipping everything. I'm not even going to bother killing these guys here because... let's see if I can avoid them though. Oops. So yeah, we don't need to kill anyone. Nothing here, as far as I'm aware, gives you experience. This guy is someone you don't have to kill. Just run straight past. Run on this branch, leap. And you can jump actually, I think it's here, isn't it? So you do this. Like that. And then nice. Okay, called the Divine Air. Now, here's the thing. We don't technically have to beat, what's his face? Genichiro here. But I will try and beat him. So you can see a different cutscene because we didn't see that last time. And it's obviously a lot easier to beat him because we have access to all our skills pretty much, except for the Mortal Blade. The little icon in the bottom left-hand corner just below the health bar, that's the thing for not having Kuro's charm. So I'm going to try and beat Genichiro here. He's actually like considerably difficult, even with the extra skills that we have. But also because obviously we've got the hardships thing, but it's very possible to beat him now. One, two. Anytime he does that attack, it's very useful for me to counter that. So watch my health here. So you can notice I'm doing like the perfect, well, mostly perfect deflects, but I'm still taking damage. Should have probably left on him there. Ah, damn. Yep, that sucks. 1, 2. Luckily I know his moves back to front now. Or almost. 1, 2. Yes. Okay, that's a good start. The thing that makes beating Genichiro the first time so hard is that you don't have access to things like Mikiri counter. So most of your moves are just not available to you. The things that, you know, as you go through the game make it much easier. The low cost stuff, if you will, in the skills. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so he's what's it called? Posture went all the way back to 0, but that's okay. Counter. You gotta, yeah, I was gonna say, you gotta watch that attack because he can do the one that you can Mikiri counter, but he can also do the sweep. So there, he's doing the sweep, so you jump. Kind of the timing for that, or not the timing, but the reaction time is pretty tough. I don't know how to do perfect deflects on that all the time. I just try and I can do most of the beginning part, but I haven't learnt sort of that second half. I did not just stop, I pressed R1 game. But you didn't read my input properly. Good. This game is so fun, honestly. They've done such a good job. 1, 2, and this might be it. There we go. Alright, now you guys get a new cutscene to watch. It essentially unfolds exactly the same way, but here it is. Oh, it has the same ending, basically. So he's momentarily distracted and his arm gets cut off. Okay, cool. Yeah, so unfortunately, even for beating Genichiro, you don't get any experience, which kind of sucks, but that's how it goes. Okay, I'm just trying to skip this cutscene blindly. If it even starts, there we go. Alright, so let's go. So here's how the run is going to go. Largely, I'm going to try and grab most of the sculptor idols, especially the ones that I need to like teleport back to. We also have like everything. We have all our prosthetics and all that kind of stuff. So most of that stuff carries over, which is really nice. There are certain There are certain areas that we don't have to go to. I'll skip this one. There's no need to grab that one. Yeah, there are certain areas that we don't have to go to, such as the past. Like we don't have to go to Harada Estate. One cool thing about doing this way is that you get to see sort of what is the actual, not the route, but like what's required and what's not required. So like there's that boss down there. You can literally skip him entirely and just go over here. And I think I screwed that up. Yep. Let me try that again. I love the fact that the game doesn't... Whoa, my god, could I be any closer to the edge? It's like Linkin Park right now, come on. What? I know that's possible, I saw someone do it. Alright, I think I badly timed that jump. That should be enough. There we go. Jeez, that jump is a lot harder than it seems. Anyway, you can do that. You can go over here, up here, and now I will get... You don't need to get this one, but I will get it because it's nice to have. In terms of the speedrun, this boss, the Chained Ogre, is actually skippable. For our purposes, it is not. In fact, I don't know if you can do it on... I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use Okinaga's. And we'll use Gouging Top. And what else do we have? I guess we could use Malcontent just in case. I don't know if it actually works against him. Fine, I'll keep Malcontent, but the best one to use is Okinaga's. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, now beware, because this boss fight, like, remember that everything is going to get harder because of the Kuro's charm being gone. There you go, you can see that guy gave me 378 experience, so pretty good. Can you... Thank you. Alright, I'll use an Akko's Spirit Fall. Where is it? Akko's. Alright, here we go. Hopefully I don't die, because this can be pretty bad if I do. Okinaga's fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you for doing that. Always like to use the grapple attack, it's very useful. Now remember, his biggest weakness is you get in front of him. Okay, he did the wrong attack, but you get in front of him and then you try and avoid his attack. So he's going to walk, you go close, you move to one side, wait for it, Attack once. Attack another time. Probably good to hold off on the Kinagas. Try and get his first bar down. Okay, good. He's staggered, so you can get a few good hits in. That was very lucky of me. Here's another cool thing you can do. I don't know if I've shown it, the Dragon Flash attack. So I actually have it equipped here. Watch this. Ready? Dragon Flash. Awesome. Whoa. Okay. Kick again. Okay, his first one's almost done. The only downside about Dragon Flash is it does cost 2 Spirit Emblems, so it is, like, it's good, but it has a cost. Okay. Okinogo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dodge that. Come on. Yes, that's what I wanted. Couldn't be sure if it was going to go off there. Up. Naga. Also forgetting to use oil, but that's okay. Wow, that's very lucky. Yes, come on, keep going, keep going. Okay, avoid. Careful. I don't want to be complacent right here. Exactly. Exactly. See that health? That was a one-shot. I was like, I don't want to be complacent. Oh, yeah. The unfortunate thing about dying the first time is that you have to wait for the cutscene to play out. Damn, man. Alright, but yeah, again, let's not be complacent. It takes all of your health in one shot. Pretty unfair, but I think, I'm not 100% sure about this, but I guess I'll say it. So, recently there's been this development, well, at least it might have happened for a little while, but there's been a lot of talk about what games now refer to as dynamic difficulty. By the way, this boss is not optional unless you use the really tricky, like, jump around here, which I don't know if is even possible on PS4, but anyway. There's been recently this talk about sort of dynamic difficulty. I have a feeling that because I didn't die, and because I wasn't even hit that entire time, that one hit that happened caused me to take all of my health, because the game was like, okay, you're doing really, really well, so we're going to up the dynamic difficulty for you and therefore remove all of your health in one go. So if there is a circumstance where you're playing and he does exactly the same move but you don't take all of your health in one shot, then that could be the reason why. Okay, I'm just getting this one as a precaution. This can be done a lot quicker than, I mean, I was literally watching the speedrun yesterday, not necessarily to get hints and tips, but you know, I was like, it'll probably happen anyway. So I'm gonna try. I think I'll just do this the safe way. So I guess you kind of hide here, you wait for the snake. Where is it? Hello? There you are. Okay. He took forever to come out. You also don't have to do the hiding in the palanquin thing either. You know what? Let me do this. Okay, he should wait for it now. Yeah, you also don't have to do the hiding in the palanquin thing, which is interesting to me, but yeah, you could probably jump over there too. Okay, he does his little thrashing about, keep running. This is a hard jump to do, I guess. I'm just gonna hug the wall and go for it and see what happens. If I get killed, I get killed. If I don't, I don't. Okay, things are good, things are good. Alright, let's go. He's gonna kill me. Ah. Can I get away? Nope, I'm dead. I should have played it safe. I even said that I would do safe. Okay, so do everything that I did except going to the palanquin to make sure you're safe. Why did it work for the guy on the speedrun video? Because he's done it over 1,000 times. Yeah. Why didn't my brain tell me that before I tried this? Okay, skip the cutscene. Hey, we got rot essence. Okay, so I lost a lot of experience, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. So this is another thing that's kind of tricky now. If you die, and the sculptor is the only one that gets the rot essence, you can't actually you can't actually do the Dragon Rot restoration. You actually need to die more times in order for someone else to get it, because for some reason you can't get the Sculptor's blood sample. I mean, it might be possible right now because I died very early, but if you get to a certain point, I don't think it's possible, and I've just realized I'm over time, so I'm going to stop here. I'll get past this part next time. Alright, so I want to thank you all for watching episode 72 of Let's Platinum Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. My name's Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.